Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And incomplete to open things up.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. 23 yards on the play. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Snap came at 1. Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Keenum. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd down. That's Lindsey, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will go for it. It's Keenum. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try and sneak it here. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because I do. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are in for 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Keenum on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Keenum now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. Now Jackson. He shakes him off. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
You know, I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. And you're right, and obviously it worked out. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first down, it's Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
To the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the second quarter. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. The defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now White on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch it now, Barney!
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Detroit!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And the Broncos are going to get the football. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and that'll bring up second down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Flacco will take to the air again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They run with Collins. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And again, it's Collins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. Again with a juke. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now in Baltimore.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Dancing to his left. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now a give to Collins. Powering his way forward. And all the way up to the 49. A big run there by Collins. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flacco from midfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Hurry up.
Flacco now on 4th. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tavon Young. And he's